Hey you guys, this is Megan with Bio Lounge. Listen, I wanted to share with you my favorite little accountability gadget for the holidays. So this is actually a gadget that I use year round, but I have pretty routine habits throughout the year right until we hit Thanksgiving, and there's a lot of socializing that happens between November and December. So my favorite accountability gadget is a continuous glucose monitor. And so this is how you use this little guy. So you've got two pieces. Oops. You got two pieces. And you put them together like so. Click. Okay. So that's clicked together. And then in a little part of the back of your arm here, use your alcohol swab to make everything nice and clean. Okay. I'm going to take this apart. And you can see in here, there's a teeny tiny needle, and it's gonna go into the back of your arm just momentarily. And that is so a sensor is placed subdermally that's going to be able to track your blood sugar 24 hours a day. Okay, so when we put this on the back of the arm, we go 1, 2, 3, click. Okay, now it's in. I didn't even flinch. It actually doesn't hurt, which is a little bit bizarre. So 24 hours a day, this little monitor is tracking your blood sugar spikes and dips, spikes and dips. You actually connect it to an app on your phone through Bluetooth, and about every 4 to 6 hours, you open the app, you tap it to your arm, and you get a graph. And so this is what, let's see this is what the app is gonna look like throughout the day. You're gonna have a graph. It's gonna show you that you're moving between maybe a blood sugar level of 70, maybe to 120, maybe 130, maybe you're popping all the way up to 170 or 200. Ugh. Okay, so within this app, you can track what you're eating, your exercise, your sleep, stress, etc., and you're gonna get an average score right here. And then for each entry you have, you're gonna have a score. You want it to be green, and a 9 or a 10 is awesome. Okay, so and on the graph, you can see here are the numbers that are measuring your glucose throughout the day. And this shaded green zone is where you wanna stay. So ideally, this is in a perfect world, your glucose stays between about 70. Some people can tolerate going a little lower. And then the high end is maybe 120, maybe 130 within the hour after eating. And then you want it to come back down under 110 and settle somewhere between 90 and 100 between meals. When you're moving out of that range repeatedly, you're getting spikes that cause inflammation. It causes damage to your vascular system. And in adults, typically you're gonna feel this as fatigue, which seems a little weird. Why do I feel fatigue when my blood sugar's high? So at a certain point in our lives, a lot of this having to do with our muscle mass, our metabolism, hormone levels, etc., we go from being an age where when you eat sugar, you get a sugar high. So you've all seen that when kids get a lot of sugar, to an age, transition to an age where when you eat sugar, you want to put your head down on your desk and go to sleep, okay? And then the feeling of low blood sugar is actually kind of shaky and hangry. The reason that I love this during the holidays is it's really easy to say, it's the holidays, so nothing counts for a month and a half. But in reality, it all counts. And when you have data, feedback regularly throughout the day, it helps you stay accountable. It doesn't mean you don't go to the party and have the cakes and have the wine and have the whatever. It just means that when that happens, you have immediate feedback to see, how well did I tolerate that? Was that a spike to 130? Was that a spike to 250? That happens. And so anywhere in that range where you're pulling your body out of homeostasis and you're moving into an inflammatory state, then you can be thinking, okay, so I did the thing because it was pleasurable and fun and it's a party or it's a, family get together. Great. What do I need to do to support my health for the next couple of days between social events where I can really keep my body in a state of wellness? Is it exercise? Is it really solid sleep? Is it upping my vegetables? Is it making sure I have enough fiber at every single meal? Those are the things that we use to stay accountable. It doesn't mean we don't do the fun stuff. It just means that we don't do the fun stuff all the time because we're keeping balance in our health. So I love this through the holidays. I also eat the cakes and drink the wine and do all the stuff. So for me, it's a way to see what that's actually doing to my body and then make decisions between those events that are really, really supportive. I also just want to plug that this is the coolest gadget for really understanding your unique metabolism and how you respond to different foods. We are all different. So for instance, I can eat quinoa, but if I eat rice, I go off the charts. We think about fruit is really healthy for us. It is, but for some people, they do really well with berries, but when they eat an apple, they have a huge spike. So it all depends on how you're utilizing that carbohydrate once it is in your body. So what I'm plugging is Ashley, our other functional nutritionist at BioLounge, who's amazing, is running a program in January. And this is to help you understand how your body metabolizes carbohydrates. So it's a 21-day program where you're looking at your continuous glucose monitor. Everybody has a monitor, and she's teaching you along the way how to utilize different metabolic tricks and different food combinations and different lifestyle hacks to keep your blood sugar in that range we want to see it at, 72, about 120 at all times, and then feel, what does that do in my body? How's my sleep? How's my energy? How's my metabolism? How's my exercise tolerance? So it's a really cool way to do this very affordably versus working one-on-one with your nutritionist, and getting a lot of data about how to move through the rest of your year in really good health. So that's called the 21-Day Sugar Fix. I hope you join us. It'll be a lot of fun.